Hola, feliz miércoles a todos, bienvenidos a un episodio más de la teoría de Flow. Este es el podcast donde yo, Osvaldo Bauzán y mi amigo Patricio Zorrilla les contamos un poco más de la bicicleta de montaña. Y el día de hoy tenemos el placer de tener a Kilian Bron con nosotros, entonces estamos a punto de cambiar a inglés para poder tener una conversación con él. La intención es que nosotros podamos ponerle subtítulos a esto o doblarlo de alguna manera y llegarle a ustedes. So, I'm gonna switch to English now. Thank you a lot for being here with us today, Kilian.
Thanks to you.
We want to have a short introduction. I mean, probably every single person that listens to us is gonna know who you are.
Yeah.
But we want a quick introduction, like where are you from, what you do, how old are you, probably like general stuff. So if you can introduce yourself, it'd be nice.
Should try to do it in Spanish. It's maybe not. no, not for this one. No, my name is Kilian Bron. I'm a real passionate of mountain biking and mountaining global. And yeah, I started to ride at approximately 12 years old, and mainly to meet some friends, because I just moved to a new place with my parents at 12. And from my balcony, I had a look to the mountain right in front of me, in front of my house, and some kids, some teenagers were like already riding bikes, and I wanted to meet them, to make some friends. So I took my bike in my garage, and I had like good times with them, and it started like that. So I started to ride in downhill, skate park, like dirt jumping, but not on a competition way. I was like just enjoying what I'm doing by riding bike, being outside, enjoying my time, with friends in the mountains. And it was the base, it was the foundation, and I keep doing the same. More than 20 years
what we're
after.
doing. We're just riding bikes.
So yeah, it started like that. Yeah. But
Great.
more than 20 years ago.
How old are you now?
I'm 34.
34.
Yeah.
And you're for France.
Yeah, I'm from France. I live mainly in the French Alps. So I live in a place called Annecy, mainly because I have different places. I live a bit also in the south of France and in the Pyrenees. So I'm used to move a lot. It's my way of living. I mean, and when I'm not at home, I'm traveling all around, and it's what I like. I mean, I started by riding bikes, and at the same time, I discovered a real passion for content production. I really like to take some pictures, videos, and I really like the opposite too. I mean, I was riding bikes, my friends were taking pictures, videos, and it's something I really liked. And then, years after years, I discovered these things that I was able to travel with my bike, and it became another passion. So the addition of riding bikes, creating content, and being able to travel, it's a combination of my life, and it's what I like the most.
Nice. I think that was a great introduction.
Yeah.
And I think people that are watching us are excited to see you talk about all this. And we've all seen this video, Colors of Mexico. Everyone loves it here. And I think this is going to be a very exciting episode.
Yeah.
So let's get it.
Ready to start.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to add about our guest?
Well, first episode in English. This is exciting.
It is. For me too.
None of us are native English speakers, so it's going to be interesting, but we'll see how it goes.
Great. Well, so let's get started then.
Yeah.
We will love to explore your entire story, understanding your experience. You already told us during the introduction that you started at 12 years old and that you have the mountain in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's how you started. But we want to explore every single stage of your life, and understanding how you became Kilian Bron, right? Did I pronounce that correctly this time?
Yeah, but what I want to add, to start, is I never played a character.
Okay.
Kilian Bron, the guy I am, I'm the same in my personal and professional life. I never played a game. It was for me a way to express myself, to be affirmed, and the best tool I found to be myself was my bike. and it was my best tool to express what I want to share. So I share it by writing, and then by sharing messages for our videos, for our documentaries, for a book I just released too. But the base of everything is my bike. So yeah, it's something important for me. And I mean, when you're a teenager, you're looking for who you are. You don't really know. You try to find your way. And me, my way was like, okay, it works at school. I have some friends, but I want something more. I want to make real my dreams, because I'm this kind of guy. Like, I'm in my bubble. So somewhere I'm like somewhere else. And I know I'm like that, and it's my way. It's me. And to move forward, I always had in my mind, in my head, some bubbles, some dreams, and I always gave my best to concretize them. I mean, it was my way, it was my direction. And today it's still the same thing. I still have a lot of dreams, and it keeps my motivation pretty high. So yeah, I'm like that. And at the point that when I was a teenager, I was a bit lost, because I felt like a gap in my way of thinking or with other people, like in the society too. I was like a bit around, not into the society, and I wanted to do my own things. And yeah, I pushed in this way. It was hard. It was hard because when I started, I never imagined that one day my bike, my travels, everything will be my job, but still my passion at the same time. I hate to say that it's my work. It's first my passion, my real motivation, why I'm feeling alive, and it's what I want to express. But yeah, it took years. I got injured. I had some dopes. My family is like a normal family. We don't have a lot of money, so it was super hard to move forward, because yeah, mountain biking is super expensive, and we know that. But yeah, on my way, I met some important people that I really considerate into my life, because they believe in me. They started to believe in me as a start when, it was so hard. And I had no experiences, I had nothing. But they believed in me. One guy, and then another one. They started to help me to make my dreams real. So to pay me gills, to give me bikes, to help me to travel, because I had like zero money. I was a student, and I had to build myself. And these people were like super important too. And then it was just crescendo, step by step, and I always believed in what I was able to do.
So from the start, you knew what you wanted, and
yeah.
At what point do you remember that you were like, okay, I want to make this passion my work, and I'm gonna push everything?
Never, because it was a dream. It's not something I was like, I did it like, oh, it's a dream, but maybe I will do it or maybe not, but I want to try.
It was the only way.
Yeah, I don't want to have any regrets. And yeah, for sure, I studied like engineering.
Okay.
I was happy with that. I was like drawing some real things on my computer. But at the same time, I was looking at the window outside. And when I finished my studies, that was the point. I say, no, I can't do that for my entire life. I have to try it. I have to push. And bicycle, living off riding bikes was still not really realist.
Yeah.
But I said, okay, let's go. We try it.
Full send.
We tried. Full send, but it was not easy. The first 2 years, I had to work by night. I was a fireman for
interesting.
Between 6 and 7 years. But I was working by nights, and it gave me the time to train and try to ride my bike the most as possible. At this period. But I had like zero money for riding bikes. It was just like pushing, trying again and again. And yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Can you guide us through the process of you? I mean, we understand that it's your job, but how do you make money with bikes? Can we explore that part?
Yeah, for sure. Totally transparent. I have absolutely nothing to hide. If we put this word, even if I don't like it, the business side, a lot of partners trust in our projects. And I like to say our projects because I'm not alone. I can do a lot of things by myself, like riding bikes, recording some POV shots and everything. You can be creative and you can do a lot of things by yourself. And at the start, you have to, and you have friends too. They can be like comprehensive, and you can do that because you like that without a notion of money. But at the end, my business side is an addition of some partners, like my main one, Commensal, and a lot around. And if it's people, because it's more than brand, it's people. They help me and they believe in our projects. So they gave us money to make our projects real, and they gave me money too for my salary. And the addition of each partner at the end is my life on the business side. And then we were able to sell some content. We are organizing movie conferences. We are part in different movie festivals, televisions. A lot of things around, and the addition of everything is my job.
Okay, so basically the product that you're selling is content, right? So you basically create movies. That's what you do.
And at this, I'm not creating content. I like to say I'm sharing stories, and and I'm sharing stories for the content I'm producing. I'm not
Okay. I like how you put it.
The real goal, the real challenge for me is to how I'm able to express what I have in mind. And one of the tools is to producing content. But it's not the goal. Producing content it's not mine.
Yeah.
It's sharing what I have in mind and find the best way, the best tool to do it. So yeah, it's...
Okay. One thing that you already told me, but I want to have it on camera. You were telling me yesterday that you think the content, or you express yourself, and then like we're recording that, but you are the creator behind that. Can you tell us about your creative process?
Oh yeah,
because I mean, we know a lot of people that does that create content, or like they're in the business. But there is people behind them that are like scripting everything and writing what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it. But I understand that everything they have published so far, it came out of your mind. So I would love to explore that process a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting and something I hide, because at the end you see the results, but we never show like the behind the scene of everything at the foundation of the project. So we can say that I'm like the artistic director. I mean, I'm brainstorming first on the concept. What I want to share, what I want to showcase in terms of concept, in terms of destination, in terms of format too, like a documentary, a reel, or pictures. And then I put everything on the table with my media team, composed of some filmmakers, photographers, and it's a teamwork. Yeah, I don't want to say, it's all by myself and everything. No, for sure, the base is what I have in mind, but then it's open, it's a teamwork, and everybody has something to add. It's like when you cook something and at the end it's good. Yeah, I can bring some things, but not everything. So
somebody has to hold the camera.
Yeah. And I want them to be involved and to be part of the project, because it's not only mine.
To put their own perspective into it as well.
It's our projects. And more than being our projects, I exclusively worked with friends. So sometimes it's hard, but I work with friends and I want to involve them in the project, because for me, it's It's our dreams. It's our way of living, thinking, and I want everybody involved in each of these projects. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, sick.
And then when everything is defined, we're still open, but we like to present and share our ideas to the partners. And then maybe it's you're okay or not. And there is no subject. I mean, if you're not, we don't want to push you, but if you're in, it's still an open discussions. We can adapt some things, but the basis are ideas, and it's super important to keep your signature, to keep what you really want to do, more than being like pushed by somebody to do something that you don't want to do. And in terms of motivation to do it years after years, if you're working on this way, I think you lose the passion, you lose the motivations. And I think at the end, people that at the start liked what you do, they start to be bored because they feel it. Yeah, people feel what you feel. If you're doing it in the good way, or if you do it just because it's a job, you feel it. Yeah, everybody. I think.
And we can tell that you do it because you love it.
Yeah, it's true, and I can't lie. And I don't even try to convince you. It's just for me, it's normal. So.
Yeah, that's just what you do. Okay, so you're telling us the partners that you have, meaning the companies, the bike companies that you have around, they need to like go into the project. Can you talk us a little bit more about that relationship?
Yeah.
And maybe we want to scratch a little bit more the surface of the relationship maybe that you have with Commensal. Can you talk us about that?
Yeah, sure. Later, I said that more than brands and brand images, my relations were directly linked to people. It means that on each brand, with each partner, I'm in contact with people, and I share my ideas, my hopes, it's still.
So it's like a back and forward
exactly,
of information, work
but
together.
it's linked to human relations. If I don't feel it, I can't be like in collaboration with Commensal, for example. Even if at the end I like a brand image of brand, if it doesn't work with the people, it doesn't work. So it's really linked to people. And we potentially sometimes we lose this part. I mean, we're not just like numbers. And,
it's hard when the companies are really big and people move around, and it's hard to actually talk to a person and see their face.
Yeah, because on the business, I mean, at the end, everything is linked to numbers. Yeah, I can understand. But if you forget the really start, the human relations, even more in our small community, because mountain biking is still like a small community, I think you lose everything. And I like to put that on the table, like say, okay, I'm really super proud to be part of and to be involved in your project with your brand, but I want to feel the connection. And that's the reason why it works with Commensal, because I'm riding with Commensal since 2020. So, and it works. All my partners are like really old partners. Some of them, I'm working with them for more than 10 years. And I keep working.
Yeah.
And
I will say that you're the main image from Commensal. I don't know. I mean, probably there is a lot of other writers.
Yes, they are.
But for me here by myself, in Mexico, you are the main image of Commensal. When I think about a Commensal bike, I'm thinking about you riding Popocatépetl.
No, thank you. You put a lot of pressure on. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm happy for that. But no, I'm not the only one. Yeah. A lot of other amazing riders in Commensal. Even more this year, like on the racing part.
Yeah.
Look, the brothers, Alvan brothers, Amaury Pierron is still here, Myriam Nicole, and all the other ones. They are
fast Frenchman.
Yeah. It's a family. It's a family, and we're just doing different things. Yeah. Me more on the media, traveling, inspiration, travels, and everything. A bit of racing too. Yeah. But it's a family.
Now that you say it, I think I would like to go into racing. Did you ever have a point in your life where you were a racer? Do you like it? Well, we were racing here, and I saw you enjoyed it. So, but tell us more about racing for you.
You're terrific. You're good at it. Tell us about it.
But it's a good question. I still ask to myself if I'm a real competitor or not. I think I like the challenge, but mainly I'm fighting against me. I'm fighting against me. And I mean, when I'm involved in something, it can be a summit, it can be a video project, or it can be a race. When I decided to be part of something I'm really involved in, I'm going to give my maximum and leave it at the fullest. It's my definition. So I don't fight with like other people. I fight with myself.
Of course.
And it's exactly what happened during this event, the Transazteca, and I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed it because we didn't share it as a race. It was more like for me an event, a party, a reunion, like just riding with friends. But when you want to push, at the start of the stage, you push.
Yeah.
But when it's done,
you have to have that switch.
You have to
in your mind be like, we're all having fun, we're friends. But then when you hear the click and you go on the stage, you have to go fast.
But I like to live the enduro spirits in this way. I mean, for me, I hate to see this sport like too professional. I mean, we have to see it like professional because it's
too serious.
Exactly, too serious. Professional is not the word. I don't like to see it too serious. I like to see it professional. It means that for this event, what I like the most, and that's the reason why I said it was an event, a party, it was the vibes. The vibes and the motivations we share each other's, there is like a vibe.
Yeah.
And you live it. And this, you're not living it during racing, You live it when the stage is done, when in a transition, when you eat each other. And for me, that's the real enduro spirit. But it can be dangerous. I mean, if you're like chilling, when you're chilling, riding down on some stages, it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
So the thing you have to do is to switch. They say, okay, I'm like super porn, everything is nice, I'm enjoying a lot. But when the stage is on, you focus. And super focused, super professional.
Yeah.
And it can be super serious. But at the end, it's only 1% of the event.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay. Next, I have a really weird question. I'm going to ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Probably this is off topic completely.
No.
I'll come back to the main topic.
Remember what I said before starting this podcast.
Yeah.
Is I reply to everything.
Yes.
That's
okay. This is going to be off topic, but I'll be back in track in a minute. I want to ask this to a French person. Here in Mexico, probably in the US as well, but I mean, as far as I know, when you cheat, because you said that, you were talking about cheating in races. So when you normally cheat, we call it the French lie.
Yeah.
What is it? True. I want to ask that to a French.
What's the origin? I don't know.
I don't know if we can define that as an optimization. But in France, when enduro started to grow, we had like some single trail with some tapes. But between, everything was like a kind of, you can define the line you want, no matter if you stay on the track or not.
As long as you're in the tape?
As long as you're in the tape, it means that the single track is maybe not the fastest way. And we started to call that, when we cut and with the French lines.
I think
it's true, but like back in the years. And some French riders, still pushing in this way. And that's why we call that today French lines.
I think there is a difference between like cutting a line and doing a French line.
But at the point, back in the years, sometimes it was like real shortcut,
Okay.
And we were like, what did you do?
That is not a French line, that is a cut.
French line. You cut like 1 minute. So what did you do? So yeah, but no, it's better. But it's more like a vision to say, okay, you have a single track, but at the end, it's maybe not the fastest way.
Okay.
So, but
If the single track is like this, but the tapes are like this, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had to ask that. Sorry.
Yeah, we have to, because it's not called French line for nothing.
Yeah.
And
I saw the opportunity and they took it. But okay, going back into the topic, we were about to talk about your productions.
Yeah.
We saw recently Mandala.
Yeah.
And we know about Colors of Mexico, but probably there is so much more. Can you talk us or guide us through your major productions?
Yep.
Can you share a little bit how it was to record and produce those productions?
Okay, so I think we can stay focused on the documentary part.
Okay.
Since 3 years now, we're working on some documentaries. It means that our concept is to showcase and to film all the behind-the-scenes things with my media team. So how we produce everything, where we're going, what is the logistic organization, just like we film everything. And into this big bubble, we like to add some stories, some feelings, for example, it started with Dolomites. So in Dolomites, I wanted to ride amazing and exposed trails because it's my vision of riding bikes on some remote areas like high mountain, really raw, really technical, really exposed. And I wanted to share that. And more than sharing it by images, I wanted to share my vision. Why I'm doing that? What about the destination? What's the story? I met these people on the way. I'm sure it will be interesting to introduce him to the documentary. And it started like that. And Dolomite was the first episode. Mandala the second one in Nepal. And currently we're editing because it's now the last documentary of the trilogy that we filmed between Argentina and Bolivia.
Wow.
And honestly, it was our biggest challenge since years. Like we had in mind to climb and ride a really high summit, a one that I failed some years ago. And we express and we share all what we live before to reach potential the top, and then the way down on some glacier, So I can't wait to share it. The premiere will be in France in 1 month and a half.
1 month.
Let's go to France.
But it will be released approximately in May.
Okay,
May.
We are excited.
Yeah,
But we can start planning now and be there.
No, I can't wait to share this one because it's like I don't want to say a conclusion, but it's something I had in mind for years to do this summit and do my best to make it real. And it was intense. It was dangerous. It was risky. It was intense. It was really not easy. And so
I really like the parts in the documentaries that you can, because it's longer and you have all this build up. You can, whenever you start to get nervous because of a line, I like watching it start to get nervous.
You feel it.
And I'm like feeling it because your filmers are nervous for you as well, and it's exposed. So I think that is a very cool dynamic.
And we have nothing to hide. I mean, I'm not like I'm just a human, you know. And then sometimes, I'm scared. Sometimes I don't want to go. Sometimes, I'm just a human. And I have nothing to hide. I'm not like a superhero. And it's what I want to share. And it makes the things on my personal vision it makes it more legitimate, more personal, more authentic.
Yeah, that's how I felt it.
And it's true. It's true. I'm scared, like everybody is scared.
Yeah,
And sometimes,
it's part of it to show it.
yeah. And there is nothing to hide.
Sick.
That was great. I'm trying to manage your time so we don't run out of time. So probably it's time to go to the part that some of our followers send you some questions.
Yeah.
So we want to read them. And see if we can get some
Let's
of
go.
those responded.
Let's go.
I do still have a lot of questions though.
Yeah, you can.
My question. I mean, probably I'm gonna have to ask later, or I don't know, maybe a part.
No, we try.
Yeah, I don't know.
We try to be efficient. And
Yeah.
sorry for that. I'm doing my best. Try to be efficient.
Yeah, no worries. It's perfect. You're being great. So first question is from a guy that we are actually know pretty well. It's Arlo Kenarvan.
Okay.
He asked, how long does he invest in training besides of content creation?
Yeah. To reply well, for example, in one day, like typical day, is I like to split a day in two different parts, no matter which orders. But in the morning, I work a lot. I work like I'm working on some emails with partners, with my media team, with an upcoming travel agency we're going to release too. Like we're going to release it now, Escape Society.
Wow, what was the name again?
Escape Society.
Escape Society.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it will be released now. And
Okay.
it's a project we're working since months and months with a new associated team. So I'm super happy to work on this project too. So it takes a lot of time. And then when this is done, I like to keep at least between 1 and 3 hours per day to train. But
Every single day.
yeah, approximately. Yeah. 6 days per week. 6 days per
One
week.
rest day.
Yeah. Between 1 and 4 hours. 6 days per week. Yeah.
Is that all the time riding?
No. I like to trail running. I like to skiing, climbing.
Yeah.
Gravel bike, I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I say that I was a mountain biker, but I'm just a biker.
Yes.
I was like BMX, gravel bikes, road bikes, normal with 2 wheels. I like that. But it's and I don't like to say training. It's more because I need that. You know, I'm not riding bikes.
Keep the mind sharp.
Yeah, sometimes, for sure, I train and I like to train, but it helps me to be more creative, more me, more like assume. And once again, my bike is a perfect tool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Next question. El monetaco.
El monetaco.
El monetaco?
Yeah.
That's el monetaco.
That's the name of the guy.
Okay, sorry.
Or the alias. He's asking, with the experience that you have and all the traveling that you have done, which things has the mountain biking in Mexico that are positive, and what things can be improved?
I like this question.
I think I have nothing to teach you. I mean, you have more than to teach us than I have to teach you. I mean, I like Mexico because the culture, the traditions, the people, you open mind, you're like authentic. And sometimes I don't like the cliche. But I think we're definitely more close mind in France. And I like to share that to people to say, hey, we live also in a beautiful country with a lot of cultures, traditions, a variety of landscapes. Our country is amazing. But sometimes people where I live, they forget that. And they don't measure how lucky we are to live in France. And I can't lie, it's true. But definitely, I'm pretty convinced that you are more to teach us than I have to teach you. And mainly due to the human relations. Yeah, you kept the culture and the tradition, and it's what I like. So.
And how do you like the trails? What do you feel about the trails?
The trails, I mean, super raw. super loose. What we did in the previous days. Yeah, it was like drifting, super raw.
There's always the Mexican surprise in the trails.
Always.
Like things are sketchy, things are not supposed to work. It's a Mexican surprise.
Yesterday, the last stage, I was like, okay, 1 minute and a half, take it easy. That's the last stage of the event. And I was like, what is this? Like super steep, an addition of drops, rocky, loose. And I say, what's this? And no, it was sketchy. That is what I like.
Yeah.
It's all about like riding skills and precision. And, so yes, nice. But my favorite days was on the volcano.
The volcano, yeah.
Volcano is something. Signature.
Yeah. It was great. And you actually won that stage, right?
No, 1 second.
One second.
Yeah, I did like 10 minutes and 5 seconds.
Wow.
But Romain did 10 minutes and 4 seconds.
Oh, it was just.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but it's my
Epic stage.
my style of riding, yeah, for sure. Like long stage, raw, natural, loose. So it's what I like full gas. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the next one?
Can we go to the next?
Yeah.
Oscar DDLR. How long it took the travel to record Mandala?
It took approximately 1 month. But
1 month in Nepal.
1 month in Nepal.
Okay.
But the most important part is before. It took months to build the team, to convince the partners, to make sure that the concept, the story we have in mind is good.
And then logistics.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
The biggest part, the biggest part of the job is before. And then after, in terms of communication, working on the editing part, because we're also editing, the images, but we're also producing the entire music. With musicians, all the color grading, some designs, everything is like, at the start, it's like in French, we call that a white paper. And we produce like everything.
Nice.
That's super interesting.
Okay.
It takes a lot of time.
I bet. Yeah, I read docs. Beto Sanchez, that's actually a friend of ours.
Okay.
What do you feel to being on the Popocatépetl?
Sure.
Well, it's 2 questions. I'm gonna ask one.
Yeah. I can't lie. It's like it's not so easy to say today if it was my most favorite mission or the worst one, because I'm still struggling with something. For me, it's still like a big mistake because it was strictly forbidden. I know that. It was dangerous for me. I was alone. I didn't bring any people of my team with me. I decided to do it by my own. And it was like a dangerous game. It was a dangerous game because I was around the previous day. I turned around the Popocatépetl. And me, I'm like a kid and I'm a dreamer. And I was like, during weeks around the Popocatépetl, seeing the smokes and seeing from really far the scree figures, and I was like attracted. I was pushed and forced by the Popocatépetl to go there. I mean, it's a bit artistic. I was like, I have to go there. But when I was on the slope, when on the face of the Popocatépetl, I woke up at 2 a.m. I slept at the bottom. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I left to make sure that I will be at the summit, at the cratera, at the sunrise. It means that I was alone by night at more than 5,000 meters of elevation, feeling the vibration of the Popocatépetl, seeing and hearing some rocks falling around. It was cold, it was super slippery. I smelled the sulfur, and I was like just alone against Mother Nature. And it was so intense in terms of experience in what I lived that I knew that it was dangerous. I knew that it was forbidden. I knew everything. But in terms of, I felt alive like nobody, I think, feel alive like that. But it was a mistake because I played a really dangerous game. So at the end, it's like I don't know. I was so scared at the top. I was like, what the hell I'm doing here? And because when I had a look to the crater, I saw the lava and the smoke, and I was like, okay, I can't stay here. I have to go.
And then you have to get the shot. Everything had to work.
Yeah,
out,
but
right?
honestly, my guys didn't manage to fly the drone because there was like more than 1,000 meters of elevation down.
Yeah.
So they never managed to reach the top. I record some things. I took a selfie, and I filmed it by myself. But it's today one of my most amazing memories. But it's
It's a balance.
It's a balance.
Which of the places that you recorded on that Colors of Mexico video is your favorite?
Yeah.
That's
This one.
Is this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That responded to the question pretty well. Perfecto.
We've also seen that big rock in Mineral del Chico.
Yeah. And some an old funicular line near Guadalajara.
That one, wow. That was
Yeah.
very sketchy.
This one was sketchy. yeah. I was like breaking all the. Oh, it was crazy. But it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna select just two more because we're running out of time, and I still want to ask you a few questions. Is Bok is asking, how do you control the fear? How is your relationship with fear?
I'm scared. You know that because I said it. I'm scared, and I have to. When I'm scared, it's like a signal. I'm like, oh, you're scared? What should I do? And here's the reply. I mean, I have like kind of process to say, okay, when you're scared, you have to make sure that you anticipated everything. You know what you're doing. You know that it's a good day for you or not. And if it's not, you're not just doing it. And you have to be extremely focused in what you're going to do. For example, when I'm riding on some exposed and balcony trails, where there is no room for error, because if there is a crash, I will be not here. I have to be like extremely focused on the rocks, on my lines, and forget everything around. I'm like in my bubble, like
like an active
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, tunnel vision. Yeah, it's what you said. I need tunnel vision, and you have to do that. And for example, when I at the start of the most, for me, dangerous race, I'm still racing the Mega Avalanche and Mountain of Hell. When you're like 1,000 at the same start on the snow, fighting for the first place, I'm like, okay, I'm scared, but right before the start, 15 seconds before, or maybe sometimes 2 seconds before, I switch my scared into something really I want to fight. It's something.
It's that feeling that you're so nervous, and then when you hear,
I'm scared, or when I manage to do that, it's amazing because sometimes I'm struggling. It's difficult to find the switch, but when it happened, like 2 seconds before the start, I'm like somebody else. I'm like, okay, I can be like a smart guy, pretty open, pretty chill, but when I manage to switch my fears into like something I want to fight with, it's
courage.
Yeah.
It's great because you're nervous and you can hear everything going on, and then it's like 3, 2, 1,
and then you're like, and bam, you go. And when you feel this flow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But when you don't feel it, it's a disaster.
You're still scared. Like, oh shit, what am I
like
doing?
And you say, oh, what did I do?
I think the Mega Avalanche could be a whole episode just talking about.
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's very interesting.
So intense. Yeah.
Yeah, you're well known for being really good at those kind of.
Yeah, I like this kind of thing. Yeah. Great. Just fight. Even I said before that I was fighting against myself. But during Mega Avalanche and Mountain of Hell, that's the only moments, where I can fight directly with other people. And it's like a game. With a lot of strategies. We pushed, and I like that.
Great. I think this is going to be my last question.
Yeah.
And then Patricia probably going to have more.
Okay.
But what is next for Kilian Bron?
Yeah, no, I mean, keep on doing what I'm doing with the same passion, with people I want to spend time with, and be happy and spread this message. I want to make people happy too, and yeah, they're like an inspiration for me too, because I collect all the positive things, and it's like a teamwork, the global teamwork. So yeah.
Perfect. Sick. Anything else, Bryce?
I think like we could talk about so much more for so much long.
Yeah.
I feel like you really put that feeling into this. Like, I can tell you have all these feelings, and it's great to hear about all these productions.
Thank you. And I like to have this discussion with you. I mean, when you're like full gas while doing what you're doing, sometimes you're just into the action, but it's good to take the time to be like a bit more above and say, oh, okay, did I still enjoy what I'm doing? Why I'm doing this? Should I keep doing it the same way, keep pushing, or just doing other things? It's just super important to be aligned with yourself. And yeah, it's easy to say, but yeah, try to believing in your dreams, even if sometimes it's super hard for any reasons. But yeah, it's my way of living, and I'm happy to share this message. Thanks to you guys.
Nice. No, we're really grateful for your time. To end, you think you can share a thought or maybe an advice, or I don't know, just whatever you want to say to the Mexican people that bikes in this country?
Yeah. No, I mean, the most important is the human part and the passion. If you lose the passion by riding bike, you have to do another thing. That's it.
Nice.
Great advice. Great message.
Short, fast, and direct.
Shoot, guys.
Nice. Yeah. So, anything else to add? You want to maybe say thanks to your partners, say hi to someone? I don't know.
No, for sure. I want to thank all the people involved in these projects. And it's not only my little community of media team, family, friends, and everything. It's also all my followers and people that involved in our projects in a different ways. And so thank you, because it's super helpful for everybody. And even if I'm still in Mexico today, I will be back. I will be back because I really like.
Let us know, because we have to go visit some places.
Oh, yeah,
definitely. There's still a lot to ride.
Yeah, thank you. But it's always a pleasure to be here. It's my third time now, and it will be not the last.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kilian. We know that you're a really busy guy and working and drawing and recording, and we really appreciate you having the time to talk with us for an hour. So thank you again. Thank you. I mean, all people in Mexico will be really happy to hear you and hear what you had to say. I think that we had really good advice and stories about you, your life, and how we can learn how to be a little bit more like Kilian Bron today.
Thank you. And the next one, if we have the opportunity to record another podcast, I have to do it in Spanish.
Okay. Hey, yes.
Hablo un poquito en español. Entiendo un poquito. Es difícil de hablar.
Sí, es difícil. Pero la próxima vez, episodio completo en español.
Sí.
Venga.
Parte 2.
Sí. Muchas gracias.
Buenísimo.
Well, gracias por vernos. Gracias por vernos una semana más. Y bueno, nos vemos la próxima semana.
Disfruten sus rodadas de la semana y nos vemos el próximo miércoles con un nuevo episodio de La Teoría del Flow.
Gracias.
Hasta la próxima.